Anne-Marie Ward is one of Ireland's most remarkable swimmers. A joint Donegal Person of the Year, she has swam the North Channel, the English Channel and from Tory Island to the Donegal mainland. As Chris Ashmore reports, she's a truly inspirational figure.
Donegal woman Anne-Marie Ward is unquestionably one of the most remarkable long-distance swimmers in the world. She has a string of achievements to her name and in 2010 was named as the World Open Water Swimming Woman of the Year, while in the following year she was the joint Donegal Person of the Year. Incredibly, it wasn't until 2002, when she was 35, that she embarked on what was to become a series of awe-inspiring swims. The islands off Donegal posed the first challenges. She became the first woman to swim from Tory Island to the mainland. But this was only the beginning. She swam the English Channel and the North Channel from Northern Ireland to Scotland, and she was also a member of the relay team that made history as they completed the Round Ireland swim. Anne-Marie Ward was born on the 10th of May 1966 and raised in Portnablagh. She is the second oldest of 7, with 4 brothers and 2 sisters, and now lives in Ards near Creeslough. From a young age, the beach was her playground, and she joined the Doe Amateur Swimming Club. By the time she was a teenager, she was jumping off boats while out with the Sheephaven Sub-Aqua Club. But a teenage illness curtailed her swimming. At one time, she was close to death with bacterial meningitis. Anne-Marie went to England to study as a nurse, and it wasn't until she was 35 that swimming really featured again in her life.
I realised, I didn't have a very good work-life balance. I wasn't the healthiest of people. Through a work management programme that I'd done, we were encouraged to identify a personal goal, something maybe from our childhood we felt that we'd never actually realised or we'd never brought to fruition. And I suppose I began thinking about the swimming. A couple of us decided we'd do a charity swim, and we organised a 2-mile charity swim for the Share a Dream Foundation.
This ignited a passion for swimming that had been dormant for years.
A light switch went on in my head again, and that whole passion, what I had in my youth, all came back.
In 2003, she embarked on training for the Tory Island swim. Former CEO of the Northwestern Health Board, Pat Harvey, recalls that momentous occasion.
We all went down to Maharorty to watch her coming in, and when we arrived she was probably a mile or a mile and a half offshore, and I thought, God, she'll never make it in. And we were there for an hour. It was a little bit, wasn't stormy now, but it was kind of rough enough, and I thought to myself, this girl is never going to make it all the way in. And we waited for an hour and 20 minutes, and she kept coming closer and closer, and I was just fascinated with it. I mean, I was quite emotional about it. I just thought it was one fabulous occasion. And I thought, when she reaches the shore now, she's just going to collapse. There's no way this lady could step out. She comes up to the shore, she steps up, stands up and walks out as if she was just after 2 minutes in the water. I just thought it was just remarkable.
Next up was the massively ambitious Round Ireland swim. Her third major challenge was to swim across the English Channel and to become the first Donegal person to do so.
That was interesting because, you could hear the engines clicking under the water, and, you'd know at times there's a ship right up my back, and then you might just turn around when you're breathing. Next thing, this huge oil tanker sitting up behind you. So it's quite unnerving at times.
The North Channel is notoriously difficult to swim, but Anne-Marie was determined to succeed with her next long-distance quest. After 2 unsuccessful attempts, she was all geared up for the third, but it wasn't to be. But the team still decided to go ahead. 5 hours into the swim, the toxins from the repeated jellyfish stings became too much, and she had to give up. However, she was back again on September the 1st, 2010, and after 19 hours in the water, became the first Irish woman to swim across the North Channel. Anne-Marie has been heavily involved in many charity campaigns, with funds being raised for a variety of good causes, including the Donegal Hospice and the Friends of Letterkenny General Hospital. Anne-Marie has won numerous other awards, including 3 Donegal Sports Star Awards and Irish Long Distance Swimming Association and Swim Ireland Awards. And now she's hoping to be part of a relay team that is planning to swim across the Bering Strait between Alaska and Russia. As part of the preparations, she's been in Murmansk in Russia, taking part in the 2013 International Winter Swimming Competition, where competitors braved freezing conditions in a special swimming pool carved out of the ice.